everybody, and welcome back. It's been a while to learn English with Teachify. Wow. Okay. Hello. Will, how are you?
I'm feeling great, Lewis. How are you?
I'm all right. Wow. Yeah, that took a lot of energy out of me. We were just chilling out, relaxing, having a chat, catching up, and then all of a sudden, energy.
We turned it on, Lewis.
We really did. We really did turn it on. And Mickey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good, actually. At the moment, I'm in a place called Albacete, which is it's actually where I was born and where my grandparents live. So I'm visiting them and spending some quality time, eating well, and just chilling, working, eating, and seeing family. What about you, Lewis? How are you?
Not bad. I cannot complain. Yeah, I have a nice new map here of the United Kingdom because there's something that I really like looking at maps. I'm not sure what it is.
Isn't there a word for that? There's someone who's
Musky.
Yeah, weird.
It could be a weirdo, a strange person, a freak. But yeah, I've got a map here, and I've also got up here a sign for Elland Road, which is a street in Leeds. LS11 is the postcode, and this is where Leeds United have their stadium. And Leeds United right now, we have the future in our hands to get promoted back to the Premier League. Yes, we're in second, and everything is absolutely rosy. It's going
hunky-dory.
It's hunky-dory. Everything is going swimmingly.
Sorry, I think I must have missed it. So are Leeds United not in the Premier League?
Will, where have you been?
Well, I'm not too familiar with football. I think we know this, but I just want to clarify. Leeds are not in the Premier League with the good teams.
Not at the moment. We were in the Premier League last season and we got relegated. We went down to the Championship, the second division. But this season, we're in the fight and we are second favourites to get promoted again, to go up back to the Premier League. So fingers crossed, touch wood.
That's good. Yeah, that's good that you're.
I love how when you talk to Will like he doesn't know English.
He doesn't, does he?
We got promotion.
So you're second favourites as well. Just to clarify that, so you're
second favourites. Yes, we are
not
second in the league.
Not in the top league. You're like in the second league, and you're not favourites. You're second favourites as well.
I don't have to be favourites. The underdog. It's all about the underdogs.
Oh, that's true, because you're a Tottenham fan, right?
Where's all this energy coming from?
No, I'm not talking about football.
I have questions. I didn't realise. Because I know Tottenham because they've won the league a lot. Sorry. I am so sorry, guys. Continue your conversation.
You know,
let's change
the cheek.
Yeah.
The cheek he has. So arrogant. But yeah, Mickey, as you said, let's change topic. Let's move on. And today's topic is speaking about consumerism, minimalism, and materialism. So I think I'm a bit of a minimalist. And Mickey, I think you are as well, because I remember you went traveling and you only took a little backpack with you.
Yeah, I kind of, I've had two major travel periods in my life. Once when I was 19, where I had a backpack and traveled around. And this time again, trying to relive my youth. A year ago, where I also went back to just having a backpack and being very minimalistic. But I actually lived like that for around 3 years post world event. I'm not even going to say it because I don't care about it anymore. Post life-changing event, I went minimalistic, and I've quite enjoyed it. But to be honest with you, it's now wearing a little bit thin. I've had enough. I've been living out of a bag with, very limited items of clothing for the last 3 years. And when I become a crypto millionaire, I'm going to buy Ferraris and Lamborghinis.
Mickey, I thought, literally before this podcast, we asked you, Mickey, do you want to speak about cryptocurrencies? And you said no. I get too excited.
I know.
What does he do? Brings it up when it has nothing to do with the question.
What I'm doing is I'm prepping everyone because there will be a podcast where I talk about it, but not yet. I don't want to count my chickens too soon.
Maybe next time. So yeah, it's wearing a bit thin, and you've changed your mind and I guess your priorities, and now you prefer to have more things, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily to have more things as in terms of like quantity of things, but just to have enough things, because I have lived quite minimalistic and very bare in terms of, shoes, for example, footwear. When you're traveling around with a backpack, you can't really travel. You can't have like your running trainers. If you need a smart pair of shoes, if you're going out on a date or something, or maybe so you need to it's quite difficult to pack all of the right things. And now I want to have at least 10 pairs of shoes.
You've gone full circle and changed completely.
I've tried both, and I know what I prefer. I'm joking.
And Will, what about you? How would you rank yourself in terms of super materialistic guy to a minimalist?
That was massively materialistic.
Yeah, you know what? I probably am actually. In my heart, I am a materialistic guy, but I am trying really hard to be a minimalist. So, for example, shoes. I probably have about 10 pairs of shoes, but
shoes or trainers.
Trainers. Yeah.
Or shoe collection,
shoe collection. That's gym shoes, shoes for my house, my slippers, my slides. Then I've got Hawaiianas as well. I've got a lot of stuff actually. But for example, what I did maybe a year ago or 2 years ago was knowing working from home, I was like, okay, I don't need any more than 3 shirts. So I just decided so I got rid of all the shirts. And then recently, I bought some jumpers. I found a jumper that I liked. So I just bought 4 different colors. And then I got rid of all my other ones. And that's my favorite phrasal verb, to get rid of, to eliminate, to throw away. So I have the same jumpers. And then,
what did you do with the old jumpers? Out of curiosity, what do you do with them?
I put them in a bag, and I honestly do this as well, actually. So I've got no shame in this, and I take them to the clothes depository container thing.
Good.
But yeah, and recently, and as I've been telling Mickey, I've been very excited. I've been buying my clothes from Amazon, because you can buy 5 t-shirts for like 40 euros. And I was like, oh, I have. So yeah. So I've been getting rid of all my other stuff, all my old stuff, which I've had for years. So now I'm trying to be minimalist. And as I say that, I also have a dinosaur on my desk and a little seal for no reason. So, I try to be a minimalist, but
it's clearly not working out. It's not going to plan.
Nope. But I'm really
good intentions. That's the important thing. So nice and quickly, easy question. Mickey, what do you want to buy? Is there anything at the moment that you want to buy?
Now?
Yeah, now.
I am thinking about potential, like long term or short term?
Let's say short term, and within a month or 2.
Okay, I am in the market for a car at the moment. Either a car or a scooter. That is what I would not, but this is not really because I want a car. To be honest with you, I haven't had a car for years. And when I have had a car, I've borrowed my family one, for the summer, and used it for a couple of months. But usually I live in the cities, and, having a car in a city for me is pointless with public transport, which is very good. Nowadays, you don't need a car. But where I'm like moving further south to Malaga way next week. So I will potentially need a car to move around a little bit more. And I'm a little bit reluctant to buy one, but I think I will in a couple of months. Let's see how it goes. But in terms of like something I want to buy because, just because I want to, would be, I would love to buy a new watch just because I like watches and I don't need it. But I won't do it. I won't allow myself to buy it.
I mean, this would be a very materialistic thing to do if you don't need it at all. You've already got watches. It's just to collect them, right?
Yeah, it's purely I just see them and I look at a watch sometimes and I just fall in love with the watch.
I thought you were about to use a phrasal verb that you used earlier because we were very, very relaxed and then suddenly we were really, really energetic. We turned it on
Yeah, I was going to say that. And I thought the public isn't ready for that. That's right. What about you, Lewis?
Funny you should mention that because we recently, both of us, started running again, and we've been tracking our runs on Strava, which is a cool application that you can use to compare exercise workout sessions with your friends, and it's good for a bit of motivation.
It does work. You gave me motivation.
100%.
Yeah, I know, because I went to go for a run, and when I opened it, I saw you had just done a run, and I was like, oh, Lewis has run 10 kilometers, X amount of time. I was like, this is my objective for today. So it does give you that little bit of extra motivation.
100%. And I'm sure Will is about to sign up to Strava soon as well. But no, related to that, I was thinking about different options, whether I want to get like a little sleeve where I can put my phone in and then attach it and connect it to my headphones, which is what I'm doing at the moment. And I did think maybe I could get an Apple Watch, and then that would track my workouts as well and my sleep and stuff like that, because I don't buy many things at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that I think is more valuable and useful, and it should last a long time. So then I think it's worth buying and it's worth the investment.
Do you want my opinion, Lewis?
Go on.
My opinion, personally, for you, because you are quite an active person, you do like tracking things and that, you have a MacBook and you have an iPhone, you need to get the Apple Watch purely for how it syncs with everything. And I think you would love it. The only downside for me personally is, because my brother gave me his one once years ago, but one of the first ones, the old one. And I found myself with my phone in my pocket and it was vibrating, and I was talking to someone and the watch would vibrate. And then I would look at the watch, break eye contact with the person I'm talking to then just get my phone out. And I was like, what is I realized I kept doing this, and I was like, and I couldn't break the habit. So I said, okay, I need to get rid of the watch. But I didn't use it for tracking sports, which I think would be ideal for you personally.
Exactly. Interesting. Yeah, I'll bear it in mind. I'll take that into account. It's interesting you also used the phrasal verb, get rid of. Will's favorite phrasal verb, to get rid of, to throw away. And Will, coming to you, is there anything that you'd like to buy in the next month or two?
Or get rid of? Could be an item, or it could be something else.
I mean, I actually have, I think I'm done buying things, because as I said a few weeks ago, I got really excited by buying some t-shirts on Amazon. So I bought 5 of just neutral colors, just plain t-shirts. And then, one crazy night, I was like, I'm going to buy 5 more. And so now I have, and then that way I can just get rid of all of my other t-shirts. And so I just have those 10 t-shirts. I was like, oh, I need some new boxers. So I was like, oh, you get a packet of 6 for 20 euros. So I was like, I'll buy 2. So, and then I get rid of all my old boxers. So all of my boxers are the same. All of my socks are the same. All of my t-shirts are the same. And then on Friday night, I may have had an adventurous night.
Okay. What did you buy?
Well, no, the opposite. I lost a gray sweater. Very simple, okay? But I really like having a gray sweater, and I lost it. Just being crazy. So the next day on Amazon, I found a gray sweater, and I bought it. I liked it, so I bought one in black, and now I'm done.
When you make these decisions, after how many glasses of wine do you make these decisions on Amazon? Because I feel like it's too convenient for you just to look and just go buy now.
Well, I mean, I start the day with a few glasses of wine, so I mean, to count by the end of the day is too much. No, I have to say, 100% sober. I needed to replace the grey jumper, so and this way, I think I've always been wearing those Australian jumpers.
Oh, the one that, because you like people to think that you play rugby and you don't.
Well, no, those are different things. That's all right. But I always had this one brand which had a map of Australia on it. But I've had them for like 3 years, and I've had different colors, or 5 years or whatever. So it was time just to, refresh the wardrobe. But now I'm done. And now I don't want to buy anything. The only thing I've got is to sell something for someone. But...
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but I'm taking my time. I don't want to enter into the world of consumerism at the moment.
Talking about consumerism,
I like
social media, does it promote people to be minimalistic or to consume more?
I mean, I would say that it's just at the end of the day another way of advertising. So it's like TV in the past, radio, billboards as well. So of course, with influencers, it is a way of for brands to offer them free products. So then in exchange, they will do some kind of paid promotion, which is giving you the impression and trying to convince people that you need this product, which in turn boosts and increases consumerism and materialism. But this could apply to anything, not only buying products, but it could also be buying services. It could also be learning. I mean, it's just a window of opportunity and of advertising. So I don't think there's necessarily a 100% correlation, but if you have a way in which people will be exposed to many products, there will always be interested companies that want to try to promote those products. So it's related, but not 100%, in my opinion.
So, sorry, I have a question for both of you. How susceptible to those ads are you? Because the Instagram ads are exceptional. YouTube, all I get are because I like, more business organization ads. And, you guys have told me I cannot spend any more money. So these don't really affect me. But Instagram, they get you. They are good.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I haven't had Instagram now since like November. I deleted all my social media accounts except I deleted them because I didn't like the feed and the type of content that was being shown to me all the time. I opened it based on my previous searches. No, I'm joking. I am. To be honest with you, I just got a little bit fed up, a little bit annoyed by just seeing like the repetition of constant ads all the time. And I actually feel it's maybe I'm a lot more, and also not just so much the ads, but also kind of following people and seeing what people are doing. Sounds like a bit stalkery. It was a little bit stalkery. And it reaches a point where it's like, I want to live my own life, not the life of a virtual one. And it's like, and do you know what it was that changed my mind? I can't remember where I was now, but I was sitting down and I remember there was a guy taking a picture of his girl, who I assume was his girlfriend. And she was like sitting down on this wall and she placed her bags of shopping, clothes shopping, the branded bags, which I think was like Louis Vuitton or something, but she placed them in a nice way. And he was like taking some pictures. I was just sitting down having a coffee watching. And I just saw him taking pictures of her and she was posing and everything, like smiling nice. And he went over to her to show her the pictures and she got angry with him because she didn't like the pictures. And in that moment, I thought, the only reason she wants nice pictures to promote all of this is to go onto her social media account so it can be liked by loads of other people. In actual fact, the person that should be liking her is the boyfriend, who's the one taking the picture. And and then I was like, oh shit. Oh, excuse my French. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Demonetized.
I mean, yeah, we're raking it in on YouTube. So I don't have social media.
And as a result, you're not attracted or hooked or tempted by all of these ads. In my case, to be honest, I don't really pay attention too much to the ads. And I think usually the ads aren't that like appropriate and relevant to what I would want. But that's probably also because I'm very rarely in the market for things. So I don't really look on Amazon and websites like this for new things that I want to buy. I only realize when there's a specific need that I want to buy something, and then I buy it like straight away, and my search history and browsing history changes. So, yeah, Will, you asked the question. So
I was just thinking, it should be a competition because Lewis is difficult to sell to and to market to. So companies, feel free to try and market to Lewis and sell your products. Whoever does,
good luck.
Goodbye.
Don't come near me because I will buy it. And to be honest, I'll probably buy two. Yeah, I'm a suck. I actually don't buy anything of them, but I do get really interested. And there's one that's recently been haunting me. every time I go on Instagram, it's just like, oh, by the way, do you like this? And I'm like, I like this. And it's a rucksack which you can vacuum pack. Mickey knows it because I sent it to him. And it's related to being minimalist because every time I go to England, I try to pack the bare minimum. I know I only need one pair of jeans, or 2 t-shirts, a jumper, and that's it, or something. Whereas Bianca, someone brings so much crap, and I was like, maybe if I can just fit everything in a backpack. It's a backpack which you can vacuum. You have a little pump.
Maybe I can take this person in my backpack.
Oh, maybe I could take all of her oxygen. Well, the idea is, and this...
You know what you could do, Will? Is you could try to team up with each other. Maybe you could put some of her things in your bag as well, seeing as you have a lot more space. And that way, you're helping each other.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't think I completely...
You can share the load, and share the burden.
Guys, I don't speak this language, whatever it is you're saying. All right, okay. It's a competition, and I will always win. All right, and
okay. Anyway, on that note, we're starting to run out of time. We're starting to use up all of the time. So let's finish by going over some idioms, which are more or less related to the topic. And the first one I would like to start by teaching is to jump on the bandwagon. So if you jump on the bandwagon, you are basically being a sheep. You are following other people and following other trends. So, for example, my sister, my brother-in-law, my girlfriend, my mom, all of them have bought an Apple Watch. So now I'm tempted. So I might jump on the bandwagon and join the crowd. I'm going to be a sheep and follow them. So that is to jump on the bandwagon.
Is that true? Is it? Is your family? Is that they all bought Apple Watches?
No, I just made it up, but that shows my amazing creativity. My sister does have an Apple Watch though, and if they did have it, I would jump on the bandwagon. But now, at the moment, I'm still on the fence. I'm in the middle. I can't decide whether to invest and buy an Apple Watch or keep being stingy and use my sleeve and my phone. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm on the fence.
Very nice. I've got one, and I'm going to throw it out there just because my parents used to say this to me quite a lot when I was younger. And I'll give you the example. So this one is to throw money down the drain. A drain is, when in the roads, when it's raining, there's like a piece of metal with lines so the water can drain down. That's the drain. And to throw money down the drain, or my parents would say to piss money down the drain, was usually said to me because I used to go out partying, maybe a little bit too much in my younger days, and I would literally spend all of my money on alcohol. And I would come back the next day, I would have a hangover, I would wake up very late in the afternoon. My mum and dad would be like, "You can't keep doing this, pissing your money down the drain." And I was like, "You're right." So I went out that night, and it happened again and again for about a year. And then I realized they were right. Yeah. So to throw money or to piss money down the drain. That's my expression for you.
Right.
Love it. Yeah. In which case, I'll use one which I like is the grass is always greener. All right. I'm only going to use the first half of the expression. The full expression, the grass is always greener on the other side. But the grass is always greener is basically, you're never happy with what you have. You're always looking at what maybe someone else has and thinking, oh, that's better, or that's better. So you're never really happy because as soon as you have one thing and you go, oh, I want that, you buy it. And then you see someone else, and then you're never happy in the end. So you never settle. So for example, Lewis will buy his Apple Watch, and then he'll see someone with a Samsung watch, and he'll be like, oh, I'll go buy a Samsung watch.
I think it would be the other way around. The guy with the Samsung watch would look at the Apple Watch and be like, That's better than mine.
Yeah, but there was a bad example because then the grass is better on that side. So.
No, in that case, it definitely is.
And just related to this idiom, that it's common to use it in a negative way as well, to say, you know, the grass isn't always greener. It's not always better. When you're comparing yourself or your situation to that of others, a piece of advice that you can give someone is, you know, the grass isn't always greener. So you never know if you're going to make the right choice or not.
You know what? That seems like the perfect moment for a beautiful quote by some American president, no idea who, which is, "Comparison is the thief of joy." Have you ever heard of this?
It rings a bell. It sounds familiar, but no, I like it. It's a good quote.
I have two phrases that I generally live my life by, which is nothing changes if nothing changes, and the other one is comparison is the thief of joy. And I hate it. I never try to compare in that way. Not seriously. Obviously, I'm better than Mickey. But apart from that.
All right. I think that's a good place to end with a nice little joke and a little bit of banter. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. We're back. We'll be back very soon. And we might be speaking about Mickey's favorite topic, cryptocurrencies. Who knows? So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.